meeting. Item number 8, opening items, call to order.
Trustees present tonight are Trustee Arellano, Trustee Castillo, Trustee Calderon, Trustee Avina, and Trustee Contreras. You have a full quorum.
Thank you. Item number 2, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Jimenez, if you could please lead us. Please stand. Thank you. Item B, public hearing. 1, public hearing to consider adoption of a school facility needs analysis and alternative school facility fees pursuant to Government Code Section 65995.5-65995-7.
The public hearing is now open. Are there any speakers? No. There are no speakers.
Since there's no speakers, we'll close that item.
Perfect.
We don't have the C, right?
I could say a few words.
Okay, item C, introduction of Mr. Benjamin Martinez, City Manager. Mr. Jimenez.
Thank you, President Contreras. We did have on schedule Mr. Benjamin to introduce him to our community as a new city manager for the city of Calexico. However, we did receive a phone call today that the city is still handling the storm emergency and aftermath that we're still working through, and so he's handling those priorities tonight. But we, on behalf of our school district, we do want to welcome Mr. Martinez to the city of Calexico and to our community, which we are, as a school district, an integral part of that as well. So welcome to Mr. Benjamin Martinez, our new city manager.
Thank you. We'll move to item D, comments from the public. The board will take any and all comments from the public related to an item on the agenda or any other items of district business that is not on the agenda. Currently have no comments. Item E, consent agenda. All items appearing will be acted upon by one motion without discussion unless any item is pulled from the separate consideration and action. I will entertain the motion.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda items.
I'll second that.
Have a motion and a second. Any questions or concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item F, informational items. 1, superintendent report. Mr. Jimenez.
Thank you, President Contreras. I'm very excited to share that Calexico High School and our College and Career Department has launched a series of events to support seniors, our high school seniors, and their families through the FAFSA application process. This week, we kicked off by meeting with the class of 2026, our 644 seniors during 3 assemblies on Monday, and sharing key FAFSA updates and required documents. On Tuesday, our Calexico High School counselors visited seniors in their classrooms, where they help students create their FAFSA accounts in small group sessions. During Wednesday's Higher Education Day, all seniors connected with our partners, IVC, and received guidance from FAFSA reps who hosted an informational booth. A series of parent FAFSA workshops will be held in October and November, with the second one scheduled for Tuesday at 9 a.m. at the district office here in the boardroom. The workshop will help families get started on their FAFSA accounts and answer questions. High school seniors and their families receive weekly FAFSA tips, guides, and reminders via Parent Square and posted on College and Career Instagram account, our College and Career departments. FAFSA help continues every Wednesday during both lunches at Calexico High School in October and November. We are gearing up to host the annual FAFSA Assembly Workshop at Varner Gym next week with the support from local college representative partners, ensuring every senior gets the hands-on support they need. FAFSA assistance is also available to all students attending Aurora Continuation High School, scheduled every day, every other Thursday, with the help of our college representatives and the College and Career Department and our counselors. We are committed to helping every student take this important step towards college for all Calexico Unified High School seniors to complete their FAFSA application, regardless if you have made up your mind on your next step after high school graduation. You definitely want to keep all your options open, and completing and submitting your FAFSA application will keep your doors open. I want to thank our Calexico High School administrators, our College and Career Department, and our high school counselors, and all of our staff who are assisting our seniors through this very important step of their high school senior year. So students and families of high school seniors, make sure you complete and submit your FAFSA application. My second report for tonight is on behalf of our entire school district. I want to express my deepest gratitude to all of our CUSD staff who diligently worked long hours to get our schools through last week's storm. We had a team of staff working past midnight the night of the storm and beginning again at 5 in the morning as we did everything possible to keep our schools open. Unfortunately, the power at Cesar Chavez Elementary School could not be restored fast enough, and we had to declare an early release modified day. But nevertheless, under the circumstances, our CUSD staff worked tirelessly through this event. I want to give a special thanks to our M&O department for being there as you always are, our nutrition services department who still provided a meal to all of our students in school that day, including an additional grab-and-go meal for supper the next evening. But in short, I want to thank all of our staff, classified and certificated, our school and district administrators, and our students and our families for all coming together and getting through this event together. Lastly, I want to thank our partner agencies, the IID, the City of Calexico, including our Calexico Police Department and Calexico Fire Department, who led the emergency planning for our entire city and have not stopped working on addressing every need that was created by the storm. And finally, I want to thank our EL services staff for the great job they did on creating the bulletin boards here in our back wall that we see here. They did a beautiful job. Thank you, staff, for doing that. The boards highlight and celebrate our school district's multilingualism and multiculturalism, and then with showing the California State of Seal by Literacy, which many of our students in the Calexico Unified School District every year achieve, and this is a seal that goes on their high school diploma from the California Department of Education, depicting their achievement as in biliteracy in 2 languages. So thank you to our EL services departments for doing a great job. And finally, go Bulldogs! Tonight we're playing at Brawley, our varsity football team. So we wish them the best, and have a great and safe game for both teams. Thank you, President Contreras.
Thank you. We're going to come back to this item for right now, but I wanted to go back to the presentation, introduction of Mr. Benjamin Martinez, City Manager. Go ahead, Mr. Jimenez.
Thank you, President Contreras. So, Mr. Martinez, we shared a few words about you earlier today as our new city manager, and we know that Mr. Castillo and our board members wanted to give you a formal welcome to the city of Calexico and introduce you to our school district. And at this point, if you'd like to just share with us a few words at the podium, and yes, sir. Yeah, that's correct. And so, Mr. Benjamin Martinez, our new city manager.
Okay, so I've seen a lot of setups.
There's
so this is good.
There's a button right there, and there's going to be a little green light that turns on.
This is good. I like this setup. Okay. Good afternoon, almost evening. Thank you for inviting me. And I don't know if you meant to, but I wasn't sure why I was coming over. So I'm on the agenda. Wow. Thank you very much. You know, it's really a pleasure to be here. If I can get a minute to, you know, start doing just my regular work. So I've been here about 7 weeks, and I've had 2 major storms happen, and all of you will say it doesn't rain in Calexico, including my parents, who are bulldogs, including all my aunts and uncles, who are bulldogs. And, you know, I'm like, okay, well, what are you guys doing to me? I mean, what's going on? And then I came from the city of National City. That was my last job as city manager. Well, there's a lot of connections with Calexico and National City, right? The Araiza family, my mom's side of the family, they all went to National City a long time ago. And January 22nd, 2024, huge storm, way worse than what we just experienced here. And it took out National City for almost a year. People, hundreds of homes destroyed, flooded. It was really bad. It was really bad. So I'm not sure what the deal. I'm not a rain god, but anyway. But you better believe the moment it rains again, I'm going to be ready, right? Jeez. So, but it's been a pleasure. Look, I'm not from the desert. You know, my family is, and we have a lot of history here, and it goes way back. And I used to visit all the time, but you know, I'm not from the desert. I'm from the urban areas. I've worked in San Diego, Orange, and mostly Los Angeles counties. You know, so there's an adjustment. I think there's an adjustment both ways. You know, but I'm living in Calexico. Okay, so committed. I'm not carpet bagging. I'm not, you know, I almost lived in the Central because it was hard to find a place in Calexico, and that shouldn't be the case. We should have options to live and grow our families in Calexico, and that's something we need to work on together, right? That's something of mutual benefit. So, but I am living in Calexico, and I'm enjoying my executive team, my mayor and city council. Everybody's really rearing to go. They wanted us to do it all, and I'm saying, okay, well, we'll do a lot, but I mean, we can't do it all. We do have to have a plan. We have to look at priorities, because if we try to do it all, right, you fail. You know, I'd rather do this many things perfectly than that many things and you get half of them wrong or there's confusion, right? That's just not the way to operate, and that's what I've learned, you know, from my experience. Like I said, I've worked for a number of cities. As an employee, maybe 6 or 7 cities. And then as a consultant, I've worked for well over 24 cities throughout the state of California. And I'm glad I traveled when I did. When I was younger, I left San Diego. I'm glad I did, because when people mention cities in Los Angeles County or up in Kern County, I know exactly what they're talking about. It's not just some name. I know it. I know that I've been there. I spent time there. I had dinner there. I spent the night there, or spent many weeks and months there. So I hope to bring my knowledge, expertise, and most importantly, just my desire to see Calexico grow and prosper. Okay, grow and prosper. And kind of doing it for the family a little bit. That was why I applied. That's why it got my attention. You know, they didn't tell me to do it. But when I applied, they did say, hey, Ben, hey, hijo, vas a ir para allá? My uncles call me, and, oh, really? You're going to go there? So they're really excited. So I can't mess up now. This is a big family, you know. So anyways, I am really excited. I want to thank you for inviting me. I hope to get to know you better and work together with you. The city, you know, be patient with us. We're figuring some things out still. We've had a lot of turnover. It's no secret. But what I preach right now is stability to the people I have and the team and everyone we have at the city. We need stability. Beyond anything else, we need stability. Because if we don't have that, we really don't have anything. So thank you. Good afternoon, good evening. I got to leave, but I appreciate the invite, and we will be in touch. Any questions?
I want to thank you for doing your presentation and coming in and introducing yourself, right? And bringing the ring to Calexico.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Thank you very much.
And just want to say welcome to, is born and raised here in Calexico, like many of us. I like that you're saying, no, I can't mess up. And I hope you don't. Oh, so we heard this part, you're rooting you as a citizen of Calexico, and, you know, you got the support of the community. So
Thank you.
don't
Thank
mess
you very
up.
much. I
Yeah.
really am gonna,
Failure's not an option.
I'm gonna do my best. I really am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If I can
Thank
just
you,
say a
everyone.
brief word as well, you know, keeping it short, because I know you mentioned you had to leave. But again, thank you, like the others said, just for being here, joining us tonight, introducing yourself, putting a face to a name. City of Calexico is important to us as a district. Likewise, this district is important to the city. There's mutual benefits, agreements, aid and all. So thank you for that. I know our superintendent, Mr. Jimenez, will work closely with you, you know, as the lead for the district, and needs collaboration and partnerships. I think as a board, we've discussed that, and that's an interest. You know, clearly said, you know, students in our districts and our schools, you know, they're our responsibility, but
Right.
our schools are a reflection of the community. You
Yeah.
know, the things that occur out in the community, on the streets, you know,
Yeah.
facilities, the kids bring to our schools.
Mhm.
You know, the good and the bad.
Mhm.
So again, our schools are a reflection of community. We need to work together to make sure, you know, we do what's right for not just the children, but our families as well. So we, like you said, we want to see Calexico succeed and our schools succeed as well. So thank you for being here.
Thank you. Yeah, when I hear all of you speak, I just think already of the ideas I have, and to make the community better. I hope that I'm able to stay here long enough and things work out, and because I think we can only get better. Seriously, I think we can only get better. And yeah, I'm really motivated. I'm really touched by the invitation. It kind of shows the small town nature. It doesn't happen in a larger city. You know, they invite you over the school board. So you invited me, say hello, thank you, and I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come back to item F, item number 2, ROP Committee. Ms. Calderon.
Yes, I just have two announcements on behalf of IVROP. IVROP is having their 9th annual Regional Career Technical Education Advisory Committee meeting on Thursday, October 3rd at Imperial Valley College from 11:30 a.m. until 3:15 p.m. The annual regional advisory brings together CTE instructors, administrators, industry partners, and community leaders to strengthen the connection between education and workforce needs in Imperial County. The event also offers the opportunity to gain insights into the latest industry trends and innovations shaping local workforce development from labor market and workforce experts, as well as industry panelists during the sector-specific breakout sessions. It also gives the opportunity to network and collaborate with key stakeholders dedicated to supporting student success and driving regional economic growth, and also to contribute to the continuous improvement of CTE programs by sharing their perspective on aligning education with workforce needs. So that's on October 3rd. And also I wanted to announce that Superintendent Edwin Obergfell will be retiring in June of the current fiscal year. We are finalizing some minor details, but the plan is to launch the recruitment campaign in December and hold final interviews in April. Superintendent Obergfell has been leading IVROP with integrity and professionalism. I've only had the pleasure to work with him these from January up to date, and it has been a pleasure to work with him. We look forward to finishing off this fiscal year and then wishing him blessings in the next phase that he's upon to move on to. Thank you. That's it for IVROP.
Thank you. Item number 3, board reports. These are informational reports by the board members. No action is taken. Mr. Arellano.
Good evening, everyone. I want to apologize beforehand because it seems like Mr. Jimenez usually steals everything that we're going to say. So I actually have my notes here. So it's going to sound a little repetitive. But here we go. I want to start off by thanking every single district employee for all the hard work and dedication you showed this past week. None of us could have imagined how much damage last week's storm would cause, but because of all of you, we were able to recover quickly and serve our community. I also want to thank our Director of Facilities, who's present tonight. I also want to thank his team for working through the night and early morning to get our schools ready. Your commitment did not go unnoticed, and we are truly grateful. On a separate note, I also want to wish our high school football team the best of luck tonight against Brawley High. And like I mentioned, he took my notes. I don't know if he has access to my computer or what's going on, but it seems like every time we come up here, he steals everything we're going to say. And with that being said, thank you.
Mr. Castillo?
Yes, thank you. And again, welcome everybody, and thank you guys for being here to listen to us. Along the same notes, again, it goes without saying, we're very thankful for the efforts, the energy, the dedication of our employees across the district, these last few weeks or days and week regarding the storm. It's nothing we desire, right? But it happens unexpectedly, and again, I think proud with the efforts and the information, the data shared with us about mobilizing quickly to ensure the health and safety of our children and our staff, returning them back to a school sites as safe as possible. We know things happen. It's unexpected. Efforts are placed, and we're still working and learning from these experiences, whether it's this storm or in the past we've had earthquakes we've dealt with and learned with. Things happen, and it takes time and patience. So I want to thank all of our staff for their understanding, their patience as we get through this and learn from this, lessons learned. So, and I'll leave it at that tonight.
Thank you. Ms. Calderon?
Well, because we can't express it enough, I want to extend my deepest gratitude to our Calexico team. Once the storm passed Thursday night, our M&O staff worked through the night to assess damage, clear debris, and make repairs so students could return safely the next day. With many families still without power, our Calexico Unified was determined to provide safe shelter, meals, and continuity of learning with as little disruption as possible. If there's one thing our students need after an event like this, it's stability, returning to routine as soon as possible. Many staff members made personal sacrifices while their own families needed them. They remained at our schools to put student safety first. A special thank you to our cafeteria workers and nutrition services leadership for ensuring students were well fed when home power was out. To our superintendent for diligently keeping the board updated and well informed throughout the evening, literally throughout the evening, and even throughout the weekend. Thank you to our management team for working long days and nights to keep our students and their families well informed. Thank you everyone for coming together as one team and keeping our students' well-being at the center of every decision. And that's it for me. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Avina?
Yeah, on the same note, thank you to everybody for everything you did. There's a lot that happens behind the scenes that, people don't get to see, right? The public, they don't get to see what's happening behind the scenes, all the constant communication, working with the city, fire department, everybody. So a lot happening throughout, behind the scenes, and thank you, Mr. Jimenez, for keeping us posted. A lot of messages back and forth. And to our classified staff, M&O, our food services for feeding kids, even though they were not in school, and doing everything possible to try to get our schools in the best shape possible in a very quick, short-term amount of time. So thank you to classified staff, our teachers, and our management for leading this. And as a result, we missed the back-to-school night, right, at the high school, which I was looking forward, but, we had other priorities came up. Having said that about the back-to-school night, maybe it's just a thought for next year. Maybe we can have the school the back-to-school nights on different days, so we can have more opportunities to attend different schools. I wish I would have been able to attend multiple elementary schools 2 weeks ago, but we had to pick one. So just an idea for next year. Also, we're like over a month into the school year already, and I hear that our school sites, our teachers are already digging into the data and using it to drive their instruction. So looking forward to that, hearing the results of our data in the near future. And that's about it. Yeah.
Thank you. And again, by the time we get here, everybody's been thanked, right? But I think in all reality, it really tests our response time to a lot of the items, emergency things that come up. There is a lot of stuff that goes on in the background that we don't see, but we hear from Mr. Jimenez. We're getting this fixed, that fixed, so there's a lot of stuff that, becomes a priority of fixing, leaks and, fences that are down, all kinds of stuff, right? And he literally keeps us going, right? Sometimes we have to turn off the thing because it's midnight and it's going ding, 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 right? Like just a quick update, right? But I think it's also important to make sure that the safety of our kids is number one. Getting them back into instructions, like all of you guys said, and maintaining our services at 100%. And I think there isn't just one person to thank. I think it's all the staff, from administration to groundskeeping to our people that feed us and stuff. So really thank you guys. We'll move on to item G. Action items, consideration and approval of the following items. There's a couple of things that we're going to do here. We will pull items number 24, 25, 26 for after closed session, and then we'll get started.
President Contreras, if you'd like to, these are the second readings from our first readings from last week of numbers 1 through
12.
through 12.
Got it.
Our Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services, Ms. Elisa Ramirez, is going to do a quick recap, and then the board could take them as a group.
Ms.
So-
Ramirez?
Good evening, Superintendent Jimenez, President Contreras, and trustees, members of the public. As Mr. Jimenez said, my name is Elisa Ramirez. I'm the Assistant Superintendent of Educational Services. And this is a routine updates from board policies based on our most recent legislation. Last board meeting, we brought you the first reading. Now we're presenting the second reading for board policies, administrative regulations, and/or exhibits. And these are the following ones. 5144.1, suspension and expulsion due process. 1312.3, uniform complaint procedures. 1312.4, Williams Uniform Complaint Procedures. 6146.1, high school graduation requirements. 5125.1, release of directory information. 5145.6, parent guardian notifications. 6142.91, reading, language arts instruction. 6158, independent study. 6173, education for homeless children. 6173.1, education of foster youth. 6184, continuation education, and 6200, adult education. We recommend that the board approve action items 1 through 12 as the second reading of these revised board policies, administrative regulations, and/or exhibits.
Thank you. I will entertain a motion to have items 1 through 12, which are all related to the second reading of revised board policy administration's regulations.
I'll make a motion.
Have a motion by Mr. Arellano. Second by Ms. Calderon. Questions or concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Go into item number 13. Agreement between Calexico Unified School District and Fernando Zavala for a School of Programs promotional video services district-wide. And Mr. Jimenez, if you could please give us a brief description.
Absolutely. Thank you, President Contreras. So, Mr. Zavala is a local business owner and a resident who provides professional video services to promote the organizations. He's done several works throughout the valley, including work for Imperial County Office of Education, where he's conducted, he does promotional videos that highlights the organization, what they're doing, who they are, provides information to the community. This year, under all of our schools being community schools, California community schools, one of the tasks that we want to do is promote our schools and highlight the great work that's taking place, inform the community where we're at, who we are, what we're doing, our variety of different programs and services. So a few weeks ago at a principals meeting, I shared this service with our school principals and said, hey, this is a great way to tell our story. to highlight these videos on the school's website, on our district's website. I saw Mr. Zavala's work. It's a very professional job that he does. He does a great job with the whole video and music and interviews and all that sort of stuff. So this is for a total not to exceed of up to 2 videos per school for the school year. And this is if the schools decide to move forward with his services, this is to approve those services for those school year, for that school year. So I think it's a great opportunity at a extremely reasonable price.
And I just had 2 quick questions as we proceed with this. I think one you began to address already was how would we use the videos? You mentioned websites or social media, get it out of the community. So I think you kind of answered that. Second one, just looking at the proposals and what's included in the backup, is there thought of including, or will the videos also include Spanish? Or is it English or both?
Right. So we could, if the board would like, Mr. Zavala is actually here today, and he could, if the board would like,
Just
provide-
understanding our community.
Yeah,
and for
absolutely.
communication.
Mr. Zavala?
There's a
Yep.
Oh,
it's
there
up.
you go. Thank you so much. I appreciate the time, Mr. Jimenez, members of the board. Yeah, we have a caption where we can do in Spanish as well, translation. Now, if you want it in Spanish, that would be a totally separate video, but we can have subtitles at the bottom as well. Or we can choose one English and one Spanish. You know, you have two. Yeah,
Absolutely.
for consideration, yeah.
That's a great idea, and I think part of it is when, for those schools who want to move forward with this service, is having that pre-meeting with Mr. Zavala.
Yes,
What are they looking
yes.
for? But a big thing for school districts throughout the country is branding and
Right,
marketing,
right.
telling their story, and these are great opportunities to be able to tell our story and brand our schools. And each school is. We have a lot of similarities, but there's also some uniqueness
Right.
that defines each neighborhood, each school, and this is a great opportunity to be able to do that.
Absolutely. You can I just add on to what Mr. Jimenez is saying. I mean, you can capitalize on the work that's being done by the teachers, students, athletics. I mean, there's just plenty of opportunities to get out there. You know, and the most important thing to have it on social media because that's where the viewers are at. So we will be able to provide you with that.
So in social media, you mean like
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
all
I mean,
that.
you can utilize all these videos,
Okay.
whichever, way you want. to do.
And those will be uploaded to those sites by him or?
So so we are able to provide you with the video ready for those platforms. But if you need assistance, we will be able to help you with that at no extra charge. I mean,
Right, and
So we get the video and then we.
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
the keys to our social media,
Okay.
so we would be the ones that would be uploading it. We could create YouTube videos, we could create videos on
Absolutely.
Instagram, we could
Absolutely.
put it on our different social media.
We would own the videos.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we would
Yes.
own the videos, yeah.
Yes.
And one last question, just to ensure we'd have the appropriate photo, video release
Absolutely.
authorization.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. Before, yeah. With kids, students, parents. Yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you, Mr. Zavala.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll motion to approve.
I have a motion by Ms. Calderon,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Arellano. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 14, agreement between Calexico Unified School District and Lexia Learning Systems Limited Liability Corporation for student subscription for the after-school language lab at Willie Moreno Junior High. And
I'll
And-
make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion. Questions or concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 15, agreement between Calexico Unified School District and Summit K-12 for student subscription of after-school language lab at Willie Moreno Junior High School. And I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second that.
I have a second. Questions or concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 16, agreement between Calexico Unified School District, IXL Learning for Rosetta Stone and school subscriptions and virtual professional learning for Willie Moreno after-school language labs. And I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that motion.
and looking forward to seeing how these are utilized at the school site.
We'll take a tour.
Absolutely.
I'll second.
Questions or concerns? No. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 17, agreement between Calexico Unified School District and Renaissance Learning for subscription of my on digital library for students at Rockwood Elementary School.
I motion to approve.
I have a motion for approval. I'll second that motion. Questions, concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 18, agreement between Calexico Unified School District and Border Region Talent Collaborative participation for July 1st, 2025 to May 31st, 2026.
I'll motion to approve.
I have a motion for approval by Ms. Calderon,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Arellano. Questions, concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion passes 5-0. Item number 19, agreement between Calexico Unified School District and VidCruiter Incorporated to streamline hiring and recruiting process.
Can we get a little bit more information on this one?
Absolutely, we can. This is a collaborative between the Personnel Commission hiring process for our classified employees, but we're also going to use it in the Human Resources Department for all other hiring as well, for certificated and management. So if I could ask Ms. Melissa Navarro and Mr. Romel Guerrero, our Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources and Director of Personnel Commission, to provide a little bit more information. It's an online software program that facilitates the recruiting and hiring process and keeps it all together and provides resources as potential candidates go through our recruiting and hiring process. So, Mr. Guerrero, Ms. Navarro.
Good evening, everybody. Superintendent Jimenez, President Contreras, trustees, Romel Guerrero, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, and with me I have.
Good afternoon, Superintendent, board members, Melissa Navarro, Classified Personnel Director.
So the purpose of the VidCruiter is really to facilitate the hiring process, to really streamline it, right? Right now we use different forms, we use different formats, we follow different systems. This would put it all in one setting, first and foremost, and then the second part to it, it makes it electronically available for us to review applications, to screen candidates. And just like Mr. Jimenez says, he actually did a very good summary of the program. It would be used with our classified candidates through our personnel commission, but we would also be taking advantage of the systems that it offers.
And what does this mean to EdJoin?
The applications will still come through EdJoin. This is more of the back
After
end of it.
EdJoin.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
This will be used by everyone, so expanded learning, nutritional services, all of our hiring processes. It interfaces together, and rather than keeping lists and Excel spreadsheets or, different Word spreadsheets and manual work, everything, you could run queries, you could run reports, you could filter by year, you could filter by classification, by classified, certificated. So, we're hoping that through the use of this newer technology, it could actually, to use the word again, streamline our process and make it a lot more efficient, a lot more productive, kind of working smarter, not harder. And it is a 1-year subscription that we're asking for approval tonight. And we did that intentionally. Of course, we could have brought it 2-3 year or whatnot, but we're looking for a 1 year because we also want to kind of test pilot it and see how it goes and see if it works. It looks great in the presentations. It looks great when it's presented to us, right, by the experts who know how to use it really, really well. But we want to make sure that indeed it does work well for us. If it does, a year from now, we'd most likely be bringing it back for a multi-year approval, but for right now, we want to check it out and see how it works for us.
Thank you. Mr. Castillo?
I'm just curious, do we know, is anybody else using this that we know of, or here in the valley?
I know there's 70 different school districts. There's 700
700 users,
clients.
13 years, the
yeah.
company.
So there's 700 clients, about 70 of them are school districts. They've been in business for about 13 years. Not sure who in the valley would be using it though.
And then,
I believe we'd probably be the only
First
ones
one?
in the valley spearheading this one or test piloting it. So we'd be the
guinea pigs.
the leaders on this for right now. But I know that coming from other school districts that do use similar programs like this, it does streamline and it does make processes a lot more efficient, where you're able to pull records and keep them in a clearinghouse all together, run records, run reports, run queries, rather than creating our own
Database.
paperwork, it's in there done for us, and it interfaces with EdJoin, and so there's a lot of positives to this.
I think just finally, I'd be curious, you mentioned administrative savings, costs, and time, really, streamlining that. The interviews, the scoring, the reference checks. I'm just curious, as we pilot it, if we pilot it, just how that process works, so that down the road you can share later.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion for approval of item number 19.
A motion to approve?
Have a motion by Ms. Calderon.
Second.
Second by Mr. Avina. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. Item number 20. Memorandum of Understanding between Calexico Unified School District and Imperial County College District for the use of facilities at Robert F. Morales. And I'll make a motion for approval.
I'll second.
Questions or concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 21, Memorandum of Understanding between Calexico Unified School District and West Ed to administer the California Survey System for the 2025-26 school year.
Motion to approve?
I have a motion by Ms. Calderon,
Second.
second by Mr. Avina. Questions, concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Motion passes 5-0. Item number 22, Revised Local Control of Accountability Plan, LCAP, Federal Addendum for the 2025-26 school year.
Motion to approve?
I have a motion by Ms. Calderon. I'll second that motion. Questions, concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item number 23, approval of Proposition 28, Arts and Music in School Funding Annual Report for fiscal year 2024-2025.
I'll make a motion to approve, and just to confirm that this is just the annual
Yes.
requirement to be in compliance.
That's correct.
I'll second that motion. Any questions, concerns? All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Aye. Motion passes 5-0. Item 24, 25, 26 we'll take on after closed session. At this tab, we'll announcement of moving into closed session. Thank you.